Welcome to the channel. Every once in a while, I try to talk about an app from the productivity space. This is usually an app that I use frequently and I have loved over the years. Talked about few of these apps like Todoist, Heptabest in the past. Today I'm going to talk about Readwise. Now, if you are into reading a lot or scouting the web, which most of us are doing if you're knowledge workers, one or couple of fundamental problems that you have a, how do you consolidate all different sources of knowledge that you go through and read about? B, how do you put them all in one place to use them for a project? And essentially, this is what Readwise tries to solve. So if you go to the website where I am right now, by the way, I'm a paid customer of Readwise. I'll share the link about the product and all the details in the description, but please watch the video for a detailed insight as to how I use Readwise and how does it well integrate in the ecosystem. So as it says, get the most out of what you read, and you can basically it's not actually limited to ebooks and article highlights. You can actually, even if you're taking a physical book reading, you can highlight it. You can take a picture and it will be enable you to update. You can upload your text. It's really powerful. While the website is simple, the tool is really powerful. So the idea is you import your highlight, you review it, you remember it, and then there isn't a lot here on the website that you will get. You can obviously do basic stuff like tagging, notes, searching, organizing, and then the power really comes when you sync to your favorite note-taking app. And I'll go to my dashboard and show that. So you just click here, go to dashboard, and you will be able to see this. So when you are on the dashboard, you have a couple of options. First is you can configure your daily review, which is essentially you try and understand how many emails or references or highlights you want. So basically, it will throw those highlights at you for memory and flashcards kind of a thing. So and you can select the recency, and I've kept it to middle. You can always get bonus and you can have quality filter. There's frequency tuning, like you can select what kind of books you want more, what kind of articles you want less. There's some things which I don't know how this happened, but you can control really very fine grained about, let's say for example, a certain article you don't want to call out in references, you can do that. Then going back to the core fundamentals, where you can browse the highlights, you can do books, articles, tweets, highlight tags, favorites, etc. Mastery is more of a flashcard thingy, which they do. Let's go to import, and in import you can basically set places from where you are importing it. So right now I'm connected to Kindle where I read, Instapaper where I, get a lot of apps which, not apps, sorry, websites where I highlight and do. Readwise is more of my bookmark manager, Twitter, Apple Books, and Medium. So it's really connected to all of these sources. So if I highlight something in Medium, it is received here. Apologies, I have a little bit of cold, so a little runny nose. And then you have much more options. You have Libby, Snipped, Command, Fiddly, Moon Plus Reader, Pocket, Hypothesis, Web Highlighter, tons of different options to import and upload either automatically or you can do it manually as well. The second part of connect and sync is the export part, and the way I'll probably show an example of Kindle. So when you go and you can actually customize and see all the highlights that you have done. So it will show you. Okay, it's taking a few seconds. So let's go to Kindle. Okay, it does syncing, but basically you can control a lot of aspects of import if you want to, and it'll enable you to do that. Some apps allow it, some apps don't. So the export mode is really where you want to throw the data out. So for example, I'm putting it out into a Google Doc, which is probably the simplest of them. So I can just do this. I don't even remember which Google Doc is it exporting to. Maybe we'll come back and check that in a while. I should be able to show you my Notion. So this is connected to Notion, last exported today. So Notion will have a Readwise library, and basically if you see my Notion, you can see all the books, all articles, tweets there. If you go into books, you'll be able to see everything nicely categorized, highlighted. Some books will have a lot of highlight, as I mean, depends on your what you read and all that. And some books will not have a lot of highlights, but irrespective all of that, you'll be able to see it here. So this is for Notion. I use Heptabase a lot. So in Heptabase, it's a really nifty interface. You will be able to see it in the highlight, and basically you can just see everything, the same stuff, but the organization is a little different here. It just blanket marks it as R. It doesn't give you that degree of filtration capability as Notion and couple of other apps does, but the export is really seamless. It's very, very easy to set up an export. I also throw sometimes to Obsidian, and in Obsidian you can actually control the kind of export you want. You can change the folder names, you can add a custom file name, you can select what items you want to import, etc., etc. I'll just quickly show how it looks in Readwise. So when you do Readwise import, it will show like this: article, books, and tweets. You go to books, you have different books, for example, swing trading strategies, and you'll be able to see highlights along with the para options. So basically, if you think about it, how am I using this app, or how anybody uses this app, right? You have a universe of things where you collect information from. So go back to the idea of thinking about the second brain. So you're collecting information from a lot of different places, and you're trying to dump them into a central place. From there, you can try to send it to wherever you want for processing and analysis, and augmenting it with other information. For example, when I'm in Readwise, let's say I am trying to you know go back to my maps, software architecture. So if I'm reading something, right, I can always get Readwise references added here. I can always just find a source, and let's say architecture, and I have some like MLOps. There's something here which I can drag and drop. So this is how I fundamentally use information coming from multiple places and put them into a single place, and that's how this really helps me in consolidating all of my knowledge base into a single place. So, all right. Thank you for listening to me today. Readwise is an amazing app if you want to consolidate all of your work into a central place. It will really help your building your knowledge base and database if you use it over a period of time. I've been using it patiently for about 2 years, and I can really see the benefit of it. All right. If you liked the video, please give thumbs up. If you want to see other apps, please comment that in the description. Or not in the description, in the comment section, my bad. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.